Guys, it's Dane here with another episode of Dane Crusade, where I think about it so you don't have to.
They say the working class is dead, we're all consumers now.
Today we're talking about technology and if it has gone too far. One example of this that you guys may know about is the nuclear bomb and how thousands and thousands of people were just exterminated by it. And then something else like Jurassic Park. And how we just brought all these dinos back from the dead and we just caged them and we sold tickets, and this happened in the 90s and then again just last year, and how many times we need to make the same mistake over and over again. I think that technology it's just simply causing us to not look at history the same way we used to. Like, for example, yesterday some man came up to me and he said, "Excuse me, sir, who's the president?" And I didn't have an answer for him. I didn't know what to say. Not because I don't know who the president is, just because at the moment so what if it slipped my mind? So what? I'm only a human. I'm not a robot. Everybody expects everybody to be a robot today. So he asked me, who's the president? I said, I stumbled a little bit over the answer, and all of a sudden I'm the fool. So what am I, the community stooge now? I'm just the town drunk? Town idiot because I didn't know Barack Hussein Obama's the president. And this isn't even the only example I can tell you guys about. Like just a few days ago I had a doctor's appointment and I went into a crowded elevator with a group of people. And one man from the back was like, "Oh, what's that horrible odor? What's that smell I smell?" And then I knew what it was. He was talking about me. I knew he was talking about me. I wasn't scared to own up to the fact that I was smelling bad, particularly bad that day. So I said, "Buddy, that's me. That's me you're smelling from over there." And he said, "Don't you shower?" And I told him, "I'm sorry, but I forgot to shower this morning." You want to know why I forgot to shower? Because I'm not always on Twitter. Because I'm not always posting to my feed. So what? I can't keep up with the insider tips, or I forget to scrub every now and again. But I don't think that I should be ostracized because of that. I don't think that society should look at me as a smelly ogre because I forget to shower in the morning. That's not me. That's not who I am. Just because I don't have that many followers on Twitter, or I don't get that many likes on tweets, that doesn't. What does that mean? What does that actually mean? It doesn't mean anything. But the thing is that, guys, this whole stigma I'm portraying about people. I'm not excluded. But I'm not counting myself out. I'm not saying I'm not one of them. I'm talking about myself just as much as anybody else. Just a few days ago, I forgot what a lake was. I'll say it. I forgot what a lake was. I forgot what bugs are, what animals are, and I didn't. I figured looking it up would just worsen the problem, so I go up to this kid in the park. He's a little kid. I said to him, "Son, do you know what a lake is? Do you know what bugs and animals are?" And just the look of fear on the look of just pure terror that came across his face. I think that said a lot about this generation of kids that we're raising. That the idea of nature just alarms them. It really shocks them. To think that when a grown man goes up to them in the park when their parents aren't around to ask them a question and they can't handle that, without their parents, they're nothing. They're not anything. We're raising us a bunch of wimps. They can't answer questions about bugs or animals. What can they do? This kid didn't even swing. I had been staring at him for like 20 minutes before I even asked the question. He had looked at me too, like he was scared of me because he knew what I was about to ask him. He noticed me walk into the park. I had a mask on and stuff. I had already been stumped by the Barack Obama guy, the president guy, so I didn't want my name being out there again with people hearing about how I didn't know what bugs, I didn't want people to hear that I didn't know what bugs and animals and lakes were. So I put on a mask, I put on long pants and a hooded sweatshirt, and I went out there. I stared at this kid for 20 to 30 minutes, and then I asked him, when he was done swinging, do you know what bugs are? Do you know what animals and lakes are? And he was shocked. And I was so disappointed. I just don't... There's no respect for there's no respect for your elders anymore with these kids. Technology has made it so that they don't need to respect anybody. They can just go and post a meme shooting down someone's ideas because that's what they feel like doing. What the fuck? He didn't respect me. He didn't have any respect for my being. We're equal on this planet. He doesn't know that. Because of Twitter and of Facebook and Instagram, he thinks that he can just say whatever he wants because he's always behind a computer. Well, guess what, pal? You're not always behind a computer. When I go to the park, I expect some respect. What the fuck? Alright, guys, the real problem, the real thing that's weighing on my mind is I got in a lot of legal trouble with that little kid because I exposed him for the fraud he was. But courts, they didn't see it that way. They all said that, you know, without going into too much detail, just all because I'm not as involved on Twitter and Facebook as everybody else, and Tumblr, I just have to go around telling all my neighbors and all my friends that I'm something I'm not. We'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it right there for today. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. Cut it. If I farted, I would ask.